Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Everything Bears, where we talk about everything Bears. If you guys like what you found, make sure to hit like, subscribe, join this community where we talk about everything Bears. We love to see the interaction in the comments. And listen, guys, unlike Kyler Gordon, Ez and I made it through this tough offseason, and we're marching on to the regular season. So let's get ready to talk about it next on Everything Bears.
Mic check. Chicago check. Monsters of the Midway check. Every Sunday got the city on fire. Every episode taking Bears fans higher. Talking quarterbacks, linebackers, draft day dreams. Breaking down the game like a championship team. No hot takes, just football facts. Blue and orange faithful got our backs. From Hollis to today, we carry the torch. Welcome to the show. Pull up a chair on the porch. Everything Bears show. Bears, let's go. Everything Bears show. Everybody knows. Everything Bears show. From the lake to the road. Everything Bears show. Chicago, let's go. The Bears never sleep. And neither do we. Everything Bears show.
Everything Bears show is off the chain. He's out of control right now.
We're out of control right now. Welcome back, Bears fans, to the Everything Bears Show, your home for Everything Bears. And as we make our way through this preseason, now this roster's really starting to mold and take its shape. But there's still a lot of questions to be had. So welcome, everybody, because we're going to talk about it. Just, one little topic at a time. But this is exciting because I can't get over the fact that we're back. We're back.
We are back. Yeah, for sure.
It's great.
Where to start?
I
Man?
know. Let's say go take a quick road call. Toast in the building. How's it going? Grizz in the building. Bear down, baby. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. A whole lot of them. A whole lot of questions on Toast. Whole lot of questions.
All of them on defense for Toast. We know. We know.
Jay Grizz, of course. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. I wonder what he's got in store for us this season because, Ben's a psycho, and we love it.
I don't need anything else, man. Just keep giving me that. That shit gets me fired up.
Oh, man, yeah, we're going to get to Kyler Gordon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to Kyler for sure because that's a big topic. When we get there, it's a whole thing. I think reporters keep wanting to ask Ben about him, and Ben's getting really you could see it in his face. The next person to ask about Kyler Gordon, he's gonna lunge at them from over the lectern and you fucking son of a bitch.
We hunt explosives here.
Yeah, that's a good question. What's going on with Bajent?
Hey, he's got a little bit of a hammy going on here, man. So we can talk a few injuries. There's a few things on both sides here that we will need to kind of get to here. So, we'll get ready to jump into it here, I guess, man. So
yeah, that's how let's hop right in.
Yeah, these guys are getting warmed up here. So hold those thoughts on the injuries because we will get to that in just a little bit. But the biggest news coming out of training camp has got to be what was going on with the left tackle position from this past week, right?
Yeah.
So let's get ready to jump into it. Ben Johnson came right out and started talking about what was going on with Wills and Amagashi. And as you enjoy that nice sip of banana matcha, I know you have a few thoughts on what Ben said. And you know what? I'm going to turn the floor over to you, man. So let's hear it.
Yeah. All right. So what he said, that he's moving, and I read into things, but what he says is that Karan and Wills are moving to the right side now, right tackle. As soon as I heard that, I said, it's over. It's done. The competition with those two, those contestants have been kicked out of the competition. And now they're going to go to the right side. But then he follows it up with more information that Theo is now going to be moving over left and taking reps with the twos. And then I hear from a good source, the two Adams, Hogan Johns, that they saw him taking lots of reps with the ones. And then I said to myself, Ezra, you never let up. You always had faith that you were going to be right on this one. Because I had said weeks ago, as soon as they get the pads on, week 1, and this was before we knew Ozzie was going to come back. I said, week 1, Theo's the starter at left tackle. Just book it now. Because as soon as they put pads on and see Braxton can't stop a bull rush, Theo can, because he's proved it last season. So just let them go through their motions. They're giving these guys every chance to win the job while they had Theo at right, which is fine. Because when Ozzie comes back, now that we have Ozzie, Theo's probably going to be the swing. So you wanted him to get all those valuable reps at right tackle. And that's me filling in all the blanks. I could be dead ass wrong for all I know. I could be dead wrong, but I don't think that I am.
I don't think so either. And Toast, it looks like you're already in midseason form. Good job, man, for pissing off a Packer fan at work. I love it. So
nice. Where do you work that there's a Green Bay fan there? Oh my gosh.
Infiltrate everywhere. So
they're everywhere.
Yeah. Did you see that fucking Packers flag being flown in the bleachers at Wrigley? Like, some Cubs fan put it up. You now just embarrassed every Cubs fan across the nation hoisting that crap. Like, if you throw that flag up, I'm sorry, you now have to turn in any Chicago sports team allegiance card that you have and get the fuck out. Go back up to Beer Park or Miller Park or whatever up in Milwaukee and go deal with those effing jokers. So, what the hell out of the bleachers at Wrigley Field?
Yeah, that was a weird situation there.
Yeah. That's the guy who should have gotten punched in the face, not all those other guys.
I was going to say, instead of the Sox and Cubs fans brawling, they should have been beating the shit out of that guy.
Yeah. At least, take the flag and reappropriate it for, other needs, such as wiping your ass or drying your car. So
there you go, Chris. We should have got a White Sox fan to jump up there, beat that dude's ass.
They don't need a real reason to throw hands. You just ask them and they're in.
So yeah. So Wedge, tell me more. You thought I was right?
Yeah, man. So here it goes. Wills and Amagaji moving to the right side. I think Ben actually misspoke a little bit there. I don't know if they necessarily got moved to the right side. I think one of those guys is getting moved to the practice squad and the other one is just getting cut out, right, man? So that tells me you failed miserably at the left tackle position. And we talked about it last week after that game. They both looked equally crappy over there.
Yes.
So it was not a good experiment.
No.
So I think they're done, man. And if I was a betting man and I was willing to throw a few Doritos gummies on there, which I just so happen to have.
I love it.
I would throw a few gummies on Will's making the practice squad, and Amagaji's packing his bags and going to try to latch on somewhere else. Just my opinion in that. We shall see. So, all right, Toast is saying, I'm not that far from where they'll build the Bear Stadium in Arlington Heights.
Right there off of Route 14, Northwest Highway. Okay, I got you. All right. That's a good area. My mom lives she lives in Arlington Heights off of Route 14. Okay, man, but so Packers fans are infiltrating that far in? That's Cook County, technically, baby. Packers fans in Cook County? Woo.
Got to put up an electric fence or something, right?
Seriously. But yeah, so I think you're right, Wedge, about who's getting cut and who's going to be on the practice squad. That's their new competition that they're in.
Yeah. So last year, the Bears kept 4 tackles on the 53, right? We know that Trapillo's going to be on it, Wright's going to be on it, and Theo's going to be on it. That leaves the competition for one more. Yeah, Jake Grizz, I haven't heard a single good thing about Cron. As a matter of fact, what we heard earlier from Sylvie and Cap on that show, Sylvie was out at practice watching Dio just take Cron to school to the point where Amagashi ripped his helmet off and threw in the fucking towel against Dio. Granted, a motivated Dio, but still. So that tells me a couple things. 1, you suck. 2, you're out of shape. And if you're out of shape and you suck, you ain't making this team. Sorry. Competition's just too great. In his defense, I think Wills is out of shape too. You looked at what he did in that game. He had a couple good reps, but any type of sustained drive, he started wearing out pretty damn quick. So he's got to figure it out. He at least showed that he had some tools to be able to shut down a pass rush. I don't think the guy's in shape. That's his biggest thing.
Yeah. And that was it, man. As soon as Ben said that about those guys, I'm like, yeah, well, that's how that shook out.
Yeah.
Theo's back over to the left side. That's my boy.
Yeah, so one of those guys they're literally fighting to be a possible practice squad swing tackle that they want. That's how I read into that, and that's how I think that thing's going to end up, man. And like I said before, I would think that Wills probably has the inside path on that. Amagashi, the only thing saving him is that he's a Poles draft pick, and that ain't saying much.
But then the other side of that very same coin when it comes to those two is what you said just before we went live was Wills has, 50 starts under his belt. So he's got all that experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Jake Grizz jumping the shark here for us. Are you guys surprised Bennett got cut? He said he is. So
yeah, I was when I heard that as well. I was definitely like, damn. But that kind of goes to show you maybe Ahmed is out playing him. And, when it comes to championship roster is what we want built here. Yeah, may the best man win. And Wedge, you brought up a good point before we went live, too, about maybe what would Bennett.
Yeah, so, kind of switched it over here to our topic here. So let's talk about it, Grizz, man. You said that you're surprised that Bennett got cut. Well, the Bears also added at the end. And in my opinion, I think for the young man, if I was in Bennett's shoes and you have an organization that looks out for the best of its players, I'm pretty sure Bennett realized that he didn't really have a shot to make this team. And honestly, he probably doesn't have a shot to make the practice squad either. Because whether they decide to go with Roshan or Ahmed, one of those guys, whoever doesn't make it, is probably going to make the practice squad, assuming that they make it through waivers, right? So I'm almost thinking if he didn't go to the Bears and say, hey, listen, man, you guys are stacked in the running back room. I know where I stand on the depth chart. He put out a decent run out on tape, and he might have just asked, hey, man, you guys mind cutting me? I want to try to get on to another team while camp is going and try to make, the roster or practice squad. But you guys are probably a little bit too deep here. So,
yeah, I'd be highly interested to find out where did he go?
Mm-hmm.
Did he end up in Minnesota, somewhere close, down in Tampa? Where are you going, Bennett? Where are you going? Good luck to you, though. Good luck to you.
Yeah, they seem like a good kid. So
sure.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a couple more checking in here. Noah's checking in. What's up, guys? What's up, Noah? Big baller checking in.
Good evening.
AC Adam. Good evening,
AC
sir.
Adam. Good to see ya.
Mm-hmm. Jake Grizz was just saying because Benungai getting hurt, they'll probably be out for a while. It sounds like to me, from the little bit that I've heard, Benungai is week to week, but he should be able to get back. So It was pretty sad to see Monangai going out, and the only thing that was really going through my mind was this.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see, man, we're okay. And speaking of that, Kyle Monangai, we also heard, to Jay Grizz's point earlier, that Tyson Bagent ended up tweaking a hammy in the game. So he's week to week. Not that I'm terribly concerned about that, because we know who the guy is. And honestly, I think at this point, Bagent and Keenum kind of interchangeable, if they had to be, like, if something were to happen. So what it does mean is that Keenum's going to get a ton of snaps, and so is Miller Moss, coming up here. So AC Adams said, could see Bennett being signed back tomorrow, just in time for joint practice.
If they need another body back there, sure.
Mm-hmm. So just to kind of go through some of the transactions, right? Because they also waived a couple other guys as well. So they could already be starting to trim down, because they have 90 plus guys that they got to get trimmed down to 53.
Yeah.
And I think it would be for very similar situations, right? Now that some of these guys put out a little bit of tape, if they release these guys who they know that they weren't going to make the practice squad or anything, it gives them a chance to kind of sign on to another team during camp and try to make their squad here. So,
yeah. A lot of these guys that were waived, there's a pretty good amount of them that had injury designations that they waived, aside from Coleman Bennett. He was probably looking at the list right now. Him and long snapper Luke Elkin were the only two released without any injury designation. We got Nikola Kalanick, tight end. Looked like he had suffered an injury and was waived, no longer on the roster. There was a defensive back waived with injury designation. Safety Javarius Owens waived. Wide receiver Kyron Hudson waived injury designation, and safety Brandon Hill. So those practices are rough. Ben is trying to create an atmosphere here where let's get these injuries out of the way early. We're going to weed them out. That's what these physical practices do. It weeds people out.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that, we had a little bit of news on the opposite side where they decided to start bringing people in. Like the banner says up above. And we've been talking about this for quite a while. We knew that the Bears were going to have to bring in a DN just based off the attrition and how many DNs we had on this roster. So the guy that they decided to settle on, and maybe that's not the best phrasing for this, but it kind of feels this way.
I think it fits, Wedge. It fits.
I'm trying to be glass half full guy, but I mean, this isn't, this didn't make me jump up and down at work, let's say, saying Yahoo by any means. But we ended up signing Marcus Davenport, who last was on Detroit's roster for the last couple of years. So that's kind of where we're at. Obviously, it's going to be a depth piece. And Steve down here says, to me, Chicago going out and getting Davenport tells me everything. Steve might be onto something, as much as I hate to say it. Right?
I mean, that's what I thought when I saw that we signed him. I was like, uh-oh. This is telling us something about our pass rush. Our edge rushers aren't where they want to be, so... But, Wedge, you said when you saw Austin Booker, his performance against the rookie tackle on the Browns was quite underwhelming. So, okay, Davenport, let's go. Not that he's going to take Booker's spot, but
no.
If Booker's maybe got a toe injury or something's acting up, he's there to obviously make the roster number one. And then number two, be a part of that rotation. Because let's face it, it's not our deepest position room on the team. So
I know. And we've been tooting this horn ever since the freaking draft, it feels like, right? So,
yeah.
Baller, did the Bears open the game versus the Brownies in 14 personnel? It's not the first time I've seen and or heard this, so I haven't personally gone back and looked at it, but it's possible they could have had 4 tight ends.
We've been saying it all off season.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for the vaunted 14 personnel. That's 4 tight ends, 0 wide receivers, 1 running back. Let's go.
Yeah. Slimbo checking in. Allen and Harris both have a philosophy. The more plays it takes to march down the field, the higher probability of a takeaway. Even when you give up yardage, they'll consistently take away the ball.
So they're playing a numbers game. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Baller. Yeah. Bring in a DN. I'm not really happy with the motivated die. I was hoping the motivated meant something. Unfortunately, it hasn't. Big Mike's already saying Davenport's already dead to me.
Big Mike.
You just signed, bro. So elaborate, Big Mike. What happened, man? Did he steal your girlfriend in high school or something, man? Like, what's going on here?
My goodness.
Slimbo saying Booker with 12 sacks. Well, with 12 sacks, Dexter with 8, Dyer with 6. That's 38 sacks. Davenport, Grady, Gilmore, Vandenberg combined for 10 sacks. You can see the ceiling is 48 sacks from this D-line. That'd be 15 more sacks than last year, right? So I'd be down with that.
Yeah. I'm okay with that dividing up of the sacks there. I would take that, Slim. I would take that.
Yeah. Booker's reps against first team reps. First team reps matters. Absolutely. I didn't see what I wanted to see, especially going against a rookie. And maybe we had overhyped expectations for Booker. And listen, it's the first game of the preseason, so
yeah,
take it for what it's worth. But that's what we get to do. We get to overreact to shit because that makes news.
Gets clicks.
Yes. So Davenport has played with the Vikings and Lions and now the Bears. That's hilarious. Packers are the smartest in the division. Okay, we'll see. I like that train of thought somewhat. Slimbo bared down. Vinny's checking in.
Vinny. Mm-hmm. Where you been, Vinny? You were no show. Last the show. You had no show, Vinny.
Mm-hmm. He's probably too busy watching those other guys. The Trailer Park Boys.
Did you say the Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah. Eagle bitch in them, yeah. Dennis Allen is going to have to become a mad scientist and find some way to be creative and make the opposing team's QBs uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you what, Toast, and I'm going to give DA credit here. I like DA. I do. Because he does stuff like that. He'll make his defense exotic. Mm-hmm. And definitely he keeps quarterbacks guessing. He knows when to fire and when to hold off, when to bring the blitz. And his blitz packages they're pretty intense. And then even sometimes, you know what he does, what I've noticed is the Flores defense where everybody's mugging. I mean, it looks like a 0 blitz coming. But everybody, then they drop back. So I like Dennis Allen. I like his maneuvers. So good point, Toast.
Well, we saw it too. That was one of the things that I was very pleasantly surprised about was the interior pressure from the D-line. Vandenberg got some. Gallimore, Street got one too. Yep. Yeah, and I that was some of our second string guys going against their starting offensive line. So that bodes very well, I think, for what our expectations could be for the D-line, because coming into this, man, our expectations were nil, right? For the D-line, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but if the first game's any indicator, that might be one of those groups, and I'm going to reserve judgment until, live rounds are going during the regular season, but that might be one of those rooms that we're pleasantly surprised with the performance of.
I certainly hope so.
at the very least, they looked a lot more stout against the freaking run. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's going to be an improvement from last year at minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Those are 3 new players that we didn't have last year: Gallimore, Street, and Vandenberg.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And Slimbo brings up a great point, right? Everybody was afraid that the turnovers would disappear. Well, the first sample size that we got, 3 turnovers in the first game. So last season they had 6 games with 3+ takeaways. It's 25% of the games. So
yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's too much on Booker's plate. He hit the gym, is primed. Wait till the regular season. All right. This big Mike. Vinny's already talking shit on both accounts, so he must have upgraded, man. Vinny's got a second keyboard and a second monitor going.
Yep.
So old Vinny Jr. and Steve and those guys hooking up here. So that's good. Ben and Caleb have the potential to be a Walsh and Montana potential. Caleb's ceiling for 2026 is $5K.
Woo!
To 4750, 40 total TDs, 37 passing, 3 rushing. Man, I hope so.
That's MVP type shit right there.
Yeah, 5,000 yards. He's winning MVP for sure.
Yeah.
Bears are well coached. Don Burr's team's gonna want to hire Antoine Randall L as their offensive coordinator. Maybe
they'll be making a phone call. That's for sure.
Big Mike's got his ear pressed to the ground. He's hearing that Jade's becoming Caleb's favorite target in practice, man.
Dude, he looks so good. All the highlights that come out of training camp from him, it's exciting. I'll say that. It's like the kids look so good. Listened to CHGO today. Pat Norton, one of the reporters, was out there at the practice field today, and I guess the Bears offense just lit it up in red zone offense. Like 3 touchdowns in a row on the first 3 reps. It was amazing. And then, they said Rome dropped one, but then the very next play, speaking on Jade Walker, caught. And I think that was the highlight that we saw today on Twitter. What a great body control. Hands high pointed that ball, came down with it with ease. I'm like, what? Jade, man, watch out for Jade this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could be that pleasant surprise as well. Listen, man, I'm not as concerned about Rome. We've seen what he's been doing throughout preseason and camp here. He's really worked at making those contested catches and contorting his body and all that stuff. Hell, Ben called it out a couple times. So I'm expecting to see an upgrade, but you're not going to make every contested catch, right? We get that. So, but in the red zone, that's where you want to see those ones be made. Drop that one around the 50 if you have to. But Jay Grizz, it'll be a group effort on defense, and hopefully that starts with having one lockdown DB in Johnson and potentially a second in Stevenson. Fingers crossed.
If he can come back.
Yeah.
He's a little dinged up right now.
I hope he looks at the Bears tape when we had Fangio and have the QBs guessing a little bit. So,
yeah. Fangio was a maniac, too.
Steve likes the fact that the Bears signed Davenport, man. He looks like he was a big fan. So, but yeah. So,
well, thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mr. Davenport a little bit here. So I happen to have his stats pulled up here.
Oh.
So yeah, big baller. Rome saying on the top of the leaderboard for speed, 21 to 22 miles per hour. The most common people that you see up there is Thieneman and Jade, Blackman, and KD there. So yeah.
I think he said Khalif too. Khalif Raymond.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I remember Rome saying he likes to say that he's usually in the top 3, but he said that Thieneman and Jade were up there very frequently. So
that's good.
Yeah. Everyone knows that Steve is your burner account. Absolutely, Big Mike. Call him out. You're the police here. leveling is Caleb's favorite target's already been made official. So 25 days until the Panthers get their ass kicked by the Bears.
Whoa!
Can't wait. Damn, you guys are rolling in the comments here. So let's take a break from the comments for a second so we can talk a little Davenport here. So
yeah, let's hear his stats.
Yeah, so he's actually been in the league since 2018. I got to be honest with you guys. I remember him from the Saints days. I don't remember him over the last couple seasons. He's been dealing with injuries. He had a couple good seasons with the Saints. He played 5 years with them. And in those 5 years, he played a total of 63 games. So is a guy who's been battling injuries for most of his career. His best season that he had with the Saints was in 2021, where he had 9 sacks in 11 games. So it looked like he was starting to break out a little bit. But obviously he missed some games. And when he came back from that injury in 2022, he ended up playing in 15 games and only had half a sack. So, that's obviously a huge drop-off in production. So after that season, he went and signed with Minnesota in 2023, where he played 1 season. He played 4 games and had 2 sacks in those 4 games. So if you were to stay healthy, maybe that projects out. Maybe those were at the end of the year type of thing. I don't know. I didn't look that deep into it, quite honestly. And then for Detroit, he played in 2024 and 2025. In 2024, that was the year, I think, where Detroit was just ravaged. They had to sign somebody late. He played 2 games for him and racked up half a sack. And then in 2025, he played 8 games for him, had 1 sack in those 8 games. So kind of a roller coaster of results there for Mr. Davenport. So who knows what we're going to get here.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why. With the signing, you're like, why? Are we not happy with what we're seeing from our edges? That'd be the only reason you bring in players in a position room, is if you're not happy with what you're seeing in that room. Or it's just a warm body to bring in for, I don't know, to take reps with 3s because you don't have edge rushers with the 3s. I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, so looking at it, kind of some of the assumptions that I'm thinking here, especially after week 1, we saw that Dio was kicking inside a lot more, right? Mm-hmm. I would like to say that probably half of Dio's reps were at D-tackle. Maybe they're trying to generate a little bit more juice with him on the inside. And if you do that, we already knew that they were bare minimum at DN, and you need somebody in there, somebody else. You got Hardy, who's a special teams demon. He's not really, he got some reps at DN during the preseason game, but I don't think you want to have to rely on him to be in your main rotation. He's like the emergency DN, right? I mean, he's out there for special teams. It's one of your core special teamers. So I think it just became a numbers game. And who knows? I mean, what we've seen from Chroma, maybe it becomes a competition between Davenport and Chroma. If he can get some more of that success against maybe the ones in the next couple weeks for preseason, then he can make the 53. Davenport stashed away on the practice squad or what? I don't know, but he is the prototypical DN for DA scheme. Yeah. Big dude, stands up well against the run. Just not a whole lot of pass rush juice, which is what we need.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got a whole stable of those in our defensive end room.
Yeah. it's more of the same, right? So
yeah.
I don't know, man. I'll let you take over some of these comments here. So
Noah says the Packers are already spooked. Once we get Max Crosby, they're going to shit their pants. Noah, you really think we're pulling Max Crosby? All right.
He's on that train, man. As a matter of fact, he's the conductor. Woo, woo.
And if we could pull it off somehow, I'd be more than thrilled. But that's going to be a tough deal to make happen, Noah.
Everybody's saying if it does happen, it won't happen until the trade deadline. So, and that's if the Raiders are out of it.
Oh, they'll be out of it, Jerry. Baller says, would you celebrate a fourth string touchdown in preseason? Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would. Let's see. Toast. John A. Walker's making some noise. He is. With his play, which is great. Steve says, Vinny, they're scared of your knowledge, and they just hate me, so... Well, I mean, guys, we try to be as civil as possible with you guys, but you understand you're Packers fans in a Bear show.
We ain't going to be fawning over you. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm not gushing over you guys. We're civil and, but don't come around these parts Packer week.
Steve just went down a peg with Vinny's knowledge?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Big Mike. John A with a nice one-handed grab. I saw that. That was so fucking amazing. Rome gets hit right in the chest with the drop. Oh, boy. He's working on it.
Get him out in preseason, man.
That's right. Get all your drop passes in now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Baller says, Rome said the Bears got so many weapons, teams won't know where the ball's going to. Yeah, facts. Colson Loveland said it one time, too, at one of his pressers. It's just basically to describe the offense, pick your poison. It's going to be, because, again, they're going to have man beaters, zone beaters, all the stuff. And so it's just going to be a matter of Caleb being disciplined with his eyes and his footwork, dropping back, seeing, and then just hit the dude that's open. Take what the defense is giving you. Keep taking those deposits. And look at me. I'm starting to get chubbed. Slimbo says Swift, 1,150 yards rushing. Burden, 1,150 as well, but receiving. Loveland, 950 receiving. Manungai, just misses the 1,000 rushing. 900, I'll take it. Rome, 850. Ben is going to destroy defenses this season. I like those numbers, Slimbo. But your last statement, I think, is 100% facts. Ben Johnson is out for no mercy. No mercy this season. Jay Grizz says, you serious, Big Mike? Rome is already dropping passes? Yeah. I forgot where the report came out of. Was it today or yesterday? I think it was today. Rome had a drop in the end zone. Steve says Davenport has stats. I remember when the Saints traded up with us to draft Davenport. Can't win them all.
Nope.
Big Baller. Steve is the cornerback Nixon from Green Bay. Is Burton starting at guard?
This was one of the stories coming out of Green Bay. They signed a big free agent last year, spent a ton of money on him. Can't recall his name off the top of my head, but he's getting beat out by a fifth-round rookie at camp. So everybody's, pissed off at Gutekunst for signing this guy who's not even going to be able to crack the starting lineup in a subpar offensive line for the Green Bay Packers.
It's tough all over, kiddo. It's tough all over.
You win some, you lose some. Yeah.
Davenport is here to help create competition. Okay. Just bring in another body to hopefully push these guys along. Another sideline body. Yeah, it's my guess, Toast. Vinny says to Big Baller. How do you pronounce that? Sissy.
Yeah.
Sissy is starting at cornerback, and Burton is competing for guard. Vinny, your inside news to the Green Bay Packers. Noah, Davenport is here to create a problem on defense. Steve says, Nixon is getting cut or traded. Really? Really? Who's Luther Burden going to choke then? Oh, next man up, they say.
Choke the rookie.
Now the Bears or a Viking or Lions will suddenly pick him up. Nixon is a Bears fan, so you guys are getting... There is no fucking way they're going to sign him.
No.
How awkward is that going to be? Nixon and Luther walking past each other in the hallway?
Hey, bro.
Luther's going to go, oh, sorry, dog. Sorry, man. I force a habit. Sorry.
Same team, bro.
I was going to choke you. You're lucky I stopped myself.
You take that back, Steve. Find a spot for him.
All right.
Yeah, supposedly Nixon is pretty grumpy up there from what I've been hearing. So
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Bummer, huh?
Uh-huh.
What happens if Ben Johnson loses in the preseason? It hasn't happened before.
It's preseason.
Yeah. Nah, Steve, keep Nixon to trade him to North Korea. Yeah, we got that. True checking it bear down.
Yeah, so. Good evening, True. Really quick, everybody, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you guys are hanging out in the chat, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. We are like sitting at 359 subs. If we can get to 360, I'll call tonight a successful night.
Yes. So the Bears also signed DB. Nothing earth-shattering by any means. So DeAndre Prince comes in, probably a camp body as well. With these guys getting banged up in the secondary, they might need an extra body just to eat up some reps until Tyreek and those guys start coming back here. I really want to see Terrell Smith make it back pretty soon here, man. Really kind of want to see what he could bring to this team, man. Because I mean, it just seems like he had such good camps in the past, and that he could bring just a little bit of extra, a little bit more depth, and who knows, man? Maybe he's this year's Nation Wright. We'll see.
Right. I mean, even like he actually participated in a season when it was him and Tyreek like spelling each other during the course of a game, and the kid was like really good. Just can't stay healthy. I don't know what,
Steve's not subscribing until Nixon is a Bear. So if Vinny hits that button, I will. Fine. Because you guys are the same person. I get it. Vinny's already hit it, man. So I mean, you try to act all slick, man. We see right through that ruse, man. We have you guys figured out. Big Mike knows what's up. You're one and the same. Where to go from here, huh? I mean, talking about transactions, people coming back. I don't know. You want to talk left tackle a little bit more? We started talking about it, but
we did. We're talking about them. Us thinking the competition's essentially over for those two contestants, Wills and Amagaji. So they're moving to the right, taking reps at right tackle, so fighting for a practice squad place. But with Theo moving to left tackle, it is now between Braxton and Theo. Of course, until Ozzie comes back. Because we don't know how they're ramping him up to get him ready. Bent's press conference could sound like he might take some live rounds.
Yeah.
Live reps with Cincy this week. So we'll see how he does.
Yeah, he was already participating in one-on-one drills. If Ozzie is good to go, how do you not give him the nod starting week 1, right? And the whole reason why they wanted to bring him back is so he could get contact. He could take contact on the knee, see how the knee reacts. So if he goes get some of these live reps against the Bengals, and Friday the knee feels like $1 million. What happens the following week? Does he get a series in the last preseason game against Gav's Titans?
Yep.
Possibly.
Right. I could see it working out like that.
Yeah. You give it live reps in a game. You have 2 weeks to see how it reacts. Maybe you give them a couple series. With that being said, if we're talking about the joint practice coming up tomorrow, what can we expect from that? It sounds like a lot of that in terms of the reps and stuff it's going to be wide open, and it sounds like it's super organized. You heard Ben Johnson's press conference where they've been talking to Coach Taylor over there, who is Press Taylor's brother, by the way. And they have a super detailed plan on what they're going to do, down to the point like, hey, during this drill, can you show us this look against our offense and this type of thing? And kind of going from there. And Rome was talking about it a little bit, to where when you have specific looks that you want to see in practice against, that's what these are for. So The main question for me is how many fights are going to break out during this?
Woo!
They always fight at these things. Always.
Yeah. Yeah, especially, too, you have to think about last year's joint practice with the Dolphins. That's what I'm going to be reminded of against the Bengals and then the Titans with their joint practices with them, is the Bears are a chippy fucking bunch now.
Mm-hmm.
The players always emulate their head coaches. Ben Johnson set the standard last season. It's no different this season. I think the Bears are going to go in there like uber physical, and Cincy's going to be like, hey, assholes, just practice.
Yeah.
Fake tough. Remember what the Dolphins calling us fake tough.
Yeah.
And so with that, fights are going to happen because, they're football players, and that's what happens.
So who was it that got in the fight with Logan Jones? Was that Vandenberg that they ended up just fist fighting at a certain point?
So that first dust up was was that it? Yeah, Vandenberg and Logan Jones.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I want to say that was like the one that just came straight up to, exchanging blows. It was all over Twitter.
Or was it the Vanilla Gorilla?
No, Logan Jones was definitely the offensive guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the defensive guy is. Guys,
there was a fight yesterday.
Yeah.
It was Cole Kmet and
yeah.
Somebody
I heard
help me
this
out
too.
Here. Yeah, like they ripped each other's helmets off. Cole Kmet and Austin Booker.
Yes, yeah, you're right. So.
And what I heard from the reporters was hilarious because, number one, the coaches didn't go in to break it up. They let it go on.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, the coaches were all smiling and laughing about it. That's what kind of psychos are coaching our team now.
Is that just straight because Cole Kmet's like the nicest dude on earth? You heard everybody saying how he's a nice guy and all that, but when those competitive juices just flow over, even Kmet can fucking turn the switch on, switch it to beast mode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, so when your head coach is Emperor Palpatine, and you're training a bunch of Sith, so that's what's happening.
Hey, good. I'm all for it, man.
I am all for it. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Let us. Wedge, we've been saying this forever. Okay, let us be the bad guys then. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody, remember last season, oh, Ben's a dick. He's an asshole. He has no class. When he did the old, psych,
Yeah.
like, and all the other things. Then fine. I'll own it. I'll be happy to be your guys' bad guy. I'll love it, actually.
Mm-hmm. Big Baller saying the left tackle is one of those spots that hurts, like a big swift kick in the nads for the Bears. Hope Caleb doesn't get hurt like Bajan. Yeah, his left tackles did not help Bajan's calls. Let's just put it like that. Baller saying Ozzy's not back yet. How good will he be when he does? That's what these next 3 to 4 weeks are for, man.
Yeah.
We got to figure it out. It's still, in this case, there's still, I think somebody said 25 days until the first game. So damn near a month that Ozzy has to get back into form, test out the knee, see how it reacts to, live physical contact instead of just the one-on-one drills, and then go from there, man. So if it's status quo, if he looks like he did last year, how does he not get the start?
And I'd like to add as well, Ben at his press conference had also said he's 100%. If he wasn't, they wouldn't have taken him off. They wouldn't have taken him off the pup.
Yeah.
So I mean that's super encouraging because they're not playing around with that knee injury. If he wasn't 100%, he wouldn't be where he is right now, ramping up. So all signs look good. I think Wedge. I think you kind of laid it out pretty much how it's going to go.
Yeah. Listen, man. A lot of talk about Tooney wanting to know who he's going to be starting next to. Yeah. I think that storyline's blown a little bit out of proportion because it's frickin' Joe Tooney, the pro's pro, right?
You could put me next to him.
Yeah, and he'll be like, "Yeah, let's figure this out, dog."
Yeah.
And
don't worry, I got you. I got you, Az. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about him and Trapillo. Maybe him and Braxton a little bit because they've probably had limited reps. Though during the beginning of camp, it was Braxton over there the whole time. So they got to have a little bit of rapport going on right there. Sounds like everything's status quo between him and Bradbury. They're old chums, never, didn't skip a beat playing next to each other again type of thing. So,
well, and I would think too, with Theo swinging back over there, they played games together last year. So there's familiarity there as well.
Yeah, worst case scenario, right? Like if he's got to go over there, Braxton goes down, Ozzy's not ready. Yeah, Theo's over there, man. So then we get to see how much he improved in the pass sets. We know that Theo can run block like a demon.
Right.
He was, average to maybe slightly below average in pass pro, which is one of the reasons why he didn't stay over there when Ozzy started, coming forward with that. So,
man, Ozzy, when Ozzy got the nod, that boy held it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were looking at his grades every week.
Yeah.
No penalties, no sacks allowed. It was like his first 900 snaps were no penalties and no sacks. That's insane.
His first 2 sacks he gave up, I think, were against Myles Garrett in that Browns game, which they ended up winning 31-3 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it, man. They got enough firepower over there to where if they got to survive a week or two before Ozzy is, full go type of thing, I think they'll be okay.
So perfect, right? Week 1, Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ozzy. No, one more week, kiddo. One more week.
Hell, I mean, if he's close, you throw him out there. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Oh, so let him rock and roll.
I would. Why not? And if if it's getting to the point, or maybe if the offense comes out just on fire, you give them a half, and then you can rotate Braxton in the second half. Assuming that the game's in hand, type of thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's a regular season game, so you got to play these things out. But
and also at the end of the day, this is where trust in Ben comes into play, right? Mm-hmm. When Ben sees that Ozzy's ready, Ozzy will be in. If we don't see Ozzy, then that means Ben said he ain't ready yet. Right now, Ben's the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the boss says, I'm doing.
Reporter even asked Ben, he's like, "Hey, does Joe Tooney have a say on who he's going to play next to?" He's like, "No." No, and that's our choice, and we'll make that choice, and he'll be fine with whoever we put over there. Oh, okay. Ben was on fire in his presser. And a little bit later, we'll pull up a little bit on it when we start talking about Kyler. But, man, Ben was on point for that presser for sure. Big Mike, man, I watched too many of these sports injury videos. Ozzy's got me nervous. Big Mike, why the hell are you watching those, man? Do your thing, I guess. No saying we have a deep offensive line. Yeah, it's starting to stack out that way. We'll see how it shakes out for the 53. I think last year they kept 10. So we know Braxton, Ozzy, Tooney, Bradbury, Jackson, Wright. That's 6. So who are your 4 backups? We know Theo is going to be one. That's 7.
Luke Newman.
Newman, McFadden. And who would you pick? Oh, Logan Jones. That's 10 right there, man. So
bam.
Yeah, right. That's probably who we'd go with. I know Newman's battling a little bit of an injury. I think McFadden was a little dinged up. So if those guys are hurt, maybe we don't see them right away. But I think for the most part, that's the 10 that you're probably looking at. So Slimbo dropping back into zone against Ben Johnson offense is just a slow, painful way to give up 300 yards passing.
I don't think you're even running man. You've got a linebacker on Colson Loveland, you're toast.
Yeah.
If you got man versus Luther Burden, you're toast. Or Khalif Raymond, apparently, too. You're toast.
Yeah. No, it's just telling Big Baller that Ozzy is back. Is he in pads with first team reps?
No.
Not yet, but he is taking individuals in full pads. So getting that contact in.
But don't be surprised, news out of Cincinnati tomorrow and the day after that it's their joint practice only tomorrow. It's
just one day. They're flying out there today. They go joint practice on Thursday. I'm assuming it's walkthrough on Friday and then game Saturday night. So in case you guys don't know, Bears play 6 p.m. Saturday night.
Join the Discord. Down in the description below. Join the damn Discord.
It won't be just Big Mike in the Discord this week. You will have us 2 clowns in there as well because we will be home from work by then. So
yes,
we will be
all
in the Discord.
I'm going to be in there from the first whistle to the final whistle.
Yes. And so Case Keenum probably going to get the start, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah. But then that's crazy, though. So it's just going to be Case Keenum and Miller Moss. That's it? That's all we got, right?
Yeah, that's all you need.
Throw on some pads, Ben. Get out there.
Dust off that high school state championship there.
That's right.
Let's go. Start slinging it. Yeah, Keenum. Maybe you do play Caleb for a quarter. I don't know. According to Ben, it depends on how many reps they get for the week. When he says stuff like that, man, that tells me they're not playing. Some more of the starters might play. It might be, a hybrid. But I still don't think that we're going to see Caleb Williams in the preseason.
I was in big denial when you said this before, but I'm starting to believe, Wedge.
Okay.
I'm starting to believe we're not seeing Caleb Williams this preseason.
Especially if we don't see him in this upcoming game with Bajent nursing the hammy. Right? Like, if he's not getting a couple series or a quarter, you ain't seeing him, man. Because if we ain't seeing him when they're down to 2 quarterbacks, we definitely ain't going to see him when they have 3 or 4 back.
Yeah.
So, Miller Moss, shoot, he might get 3/4 of the game.
Shit.
Who knows? Or maybe, it's first half Case Keenum, second half Moss.
That'll be terrible because that kid has a noodle for an arm.
Let's hope the Bears are up big at halftime if that's the case and can hold on. So, but maybe could we see the unveiling of Xavier Thomas who made it back? Possibly.
We might see him.
Yeah.
The rookies he's going to want to out on the field.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Because he was held out. He was a little nicked up. Who are some of the other guys that were held up? Do we see a Montez Sweat sighting for a couple series on the defensive line?
Maybe. Unless, of course, to what Ben said, they're looking for a certain amount of reps from the joint practice. I guess if they hit that mark of reps, then they won't play in the game. But if they don't, then maybe we will. I think you nailed it. We're going to see a hybrid hodgepodge of starters mixed in with second team guys.
And let's be honest. I mean, the D-line looked pretty good with the guys we saw last week. Do I need to see Grady Jarrett? I don't.
No.
As a matter
of
fact,
give me more Vandenberg, though.
Yeah, give me more White Rhino. I want to see more out of Gallimore. I want to see more out of Street. I also want to see more out of Jordan Loving, man. I thought the kid had a pretty good game.
Yes.
For the reps that he had, the kid out of Wake Forest.
Yep.
So I'd love to see that, man. Hopefully, the reps equal more time for these guys to play in this game. Hopefully, one of the things I want to hear coming out of this joint practice is that Jalen Johnson is back to form and he was locking one of these guys up, man. Like, what if he locks up T. Higgins?
Yeah. Yo, that's a tough task. But if that's the news and that's what he does, woo!
Yeah. How about that? A whole new renewed optimism.
Go ahead. Oh, just because the news coming out of tomorrow's joint practices, it's going to be, I'm just speculating here. Bears offense dominates. Bears defense got dominated. Because Joe Burrow, the weaponry that's on the Bengals, and with our banged up secondary and stuff, I don't know, man. Joe Burrow and those wide receivers are just going to eat him for breakfast. I hope not, but I hope we hear Jalen Johnson picked off Burrow, a couple times, and
Dylan Thieneman gets himself
Thieneman got him
picks.
one. Yeah. You know what I mean? Something like that would be great, but you're talking about one of the best wide receiver duos in the NFL.
Yeah,
going up against a very young, inexperienced secondary. So
this would be one of those things where I'd want to see Tyreek. If he could go, I want to see him getting reps against these guys as well, right?
Yeah.
So go against the best. Yes. Let's see, what you've been doing in the offseason is translating onto the field, and hopefully we hear good things about Tyreek, right? If we hear good things about the corners, they got a few big plays. These guys are going to get big plays on these guys, right? It's, like you said, one of the best, if not the best wide receiver duo in the league right now, with the trigger man who can sling it as well.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be a good test for our defense. I'll say that.
Yeah. Maybe we get to see the speed of the linebackers or hear about it, not necessarily see it, that the linebackers were holding down the middle of the field. This is all the stuff that I'm hoping to hear that comes out from this joint practice. I also want to hear that the offensive line held up against this revamped Bengals defense with Dexter Lawrence in the middle. How did they handle him with Bradbury in the interior three? I think the Bears are set up to handle him very well. Yeah. They did last year in that Giants game. Dexter Lawrence wasn't a huge factor. So they have the ability to do it. But this would also be a good test for the rookie, right? Hey, Rook, Logan, go in there. Go see what it's like to fucking go against an all-pro,
Yeah.
Let's see what you got, kid.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get some teaching tape. Maybe you get, a few humbling plays, and it lights the fire back under him that he's got to get better. Who knows, man? Who knows?
Sure. Yeah.
Kmet and Booker, that's a heavyweight battle here. So,
yeah.
Toe said they hit the button that Bears conscious hold them to.
Oh, they did. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody who hit the like button. Thank you.
Maybe Bennett is a White Sox fan. That's why him and Cole got into a scrum.
Oh.
Kmet versus Booker, Vandenberg versus the Vanilla Gorilla. and Jones versus Loving. Okay, that's what it was. So,
okay.
Big Mike runs Fight Club, so he knows who participates at Fight Club.
He got us. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Big Mike. Slimbo saying Cole Kmet's still a top 12 tight end in the NFL. And the big reason why the Bears had the best rushing offense last year in the NFC. Raiders want Kmet for Crosby. I would make that trade straight up right now. Sorry, Learn, if you're lurking down there in the chat. I'm sorry, but Kmet would be gone.
Learn's going to pop up now.
Mm-hmm. Even though I heard this morning that Sam Roush got humbled a little welcome to the NFL moment in the old bull in the ring.
I heard that.
Yeah, I heard he got waylaid a few times in a row. He got up and wanted more, and boy, he got it again. So, but that's a big boy to run over. I'm not worried about Sam Roush, that's for sure. Kmet was the one paving wide open lanes for the explosive runs. Big Baller, get ready for more live bullets Saturday. How much are Keenum and Moss playing without Pagin against the Bengals? My guess is halves, like we talked about before.
Yeah.
So, Kmet averaged 490 over 6 seasons. Tosa saying only play Ozzy in away games. That Soldier Field grass is awful.
No doubt.
Is AOC still in the NFL?
No, she's in Congress.
I'm like, help me out, man. Who's AOC?
I don't know. What did I tell you, Wedge? What did I tell you?
With
look down in the chat.
Oh no, there it is. Are we saying here?
you invoked him.
Yes. I
and
spoke
poof,
his name.
Like an apparition. He's like, you called? You summoned me?
You said you're trading Cole Kmet? All of a sudden the ears went up. Bing! Learn's
Dude,
like, oh,
Learn,
no.
Not 30 seconds ago, Learn, Wedge said to somebody else's comment that the trade for Cole Kmet for Max Crosby, and Wedge said he would do that in a heartbeat.
Why are you calling me out like that, man?
Well, because then the very next thing you said was, now Learn's going to pop up out of nowhere, and I was like, he's going to pop up, watch. And then bam!
There he is, man. He's like, how dare you talk about Cole Kmet? Learn,
he's going to fucking leave now. Now he's going to fucking leave. He's like, Go ahead, Wedge, go.
Ez didn't say it. I said it, so don't get mad at me. Or mad at Ez. You could get mad at me, man.
Yeah.
So.
Wedge said it. It wasn't me.
No.
Learn. I had to sit here and think about it like, because I don't know if I would do it right now.
You wouldn't really?
I didn't say that I wouldn't at all. Just like how fast you were ready to say yes. I have to think about it.
Okay. Well, according to Learn, Max Crosby can't even hold Kmet's balls up.
They're weighing me down.
And if anybody should know, it should be you, man, because you want to have Kmet's babies.
I've already said it on the show. I want to have Cole Kmet's babies.
I need to leave the show for a little bit, man. I'm afraid Learn's coming after me now, man. So, all right. Where were we? I wouldn't trust the Holy Grail taking snaps with the Bears left tackles. All right, man. All right. It'll be okay. Bears new stadium in Hammond looks cool. What's nice is there'll be folding lawn chairs for fans to grab her. Fans can bring their own folding lawn chairs that will fit 20,000 Bears fans. Out on the golf course? I'm banging the table for more Vandenberg and preseason. Baller? You ask and you're going to receive, man.
Yes.
For sure. And Don Bird just woke up the monsters of the Midway. Bears got a deep bench. Bears 41. Bengals 24.
Okay.
Keenum going to come out, light them up, huh? Oh, AOC Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, where did he go after the Mandalorian was drafted by the Raiders? Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys hear about Penn State and the Coke ring?
No.
Hopefully it's Coke, like,
The
know,
drink. The soft
or
drink.
even the powder, and that wasn't a misspelling for some other type of ring.
Because goofy shit does happen at Penn State, don't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what was it? Blue Mountain State with the old pocket P. Maybe it's like the same thing, kind of like that. Who knows?
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
We need 13 wedge. Shut the front door, man. Injured ass expensive edge.
It's not having it. Learn's not having it.
No. He doesn't share my view here. Noah's Learn came out of nowhere.
Learn came out of nowhere.
Siri's got it tested. If I hear my name, log me into the show. So
Learn's that Will linebacker.
Yeah. Just Terry Tate, from the old ESPN.
Yes. That's Learn.
Yes. Old and expensive. Bad guy for prime good guy. Defense for offense. Stop it, man. It's 2026. Edge don't mean shit. Steve said, nope, not the drink. So, what's going on with Penn State, man? You can't even go back to Joe Pa because some bad shit was happening with them back then, too.
So the first thing out there that I was aware of, I thought there was some kind of diddling going on out there, right? With the coach and stuff.
Yeah.
And then now a drug ring? Penn State, when are you going to learn?
Yeah, come on, man. Well, the old thing, was coaches taking advantage of young men back in the Joe Paterno era. So,
yeah.
And then Joe Pa just turned his head, and that's, Come on, Noah, you're fucking up part of my argument, man. So Max isn't that old. Yeah, man, some pass rush juice. You wouldn't want it? I mean, we got Colston Loveland, man.
Okay, but let's stick on the 13 personnel argument. We know how much Ben loves to run it.
Okay.
You let go of Cole Kmet, and you're going to go with Hayden Large? What's his name?
Maybe. You could go Hayden Large. I mean,
I just don't know if I want to sacrifice because Cole is a solid piece of that 13 personnel.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that, man. But if it doesn't cost you any draft capital and you get a bona fide pass rusher, which the pundits say is our biggest weakness.
And we just signed Davenport, so there's credence to that.
Yeah.
Is Learn still here?
Yeah, he just commented, man.
Keep Cole, Kmet. What are you thinking, Wedge? Come on, man.
Listen, man, I started drinking before the show, I guess. I don't know. I visited Penn State, and I came home with a few souvenirs, I guess.
See? Look at Learn right there. Just making the case.
Yeah. Defense is the old league. We finally got a coach that knows it. Buckle up, boys.
Yes.
Who's getting open like that against the Rams, man?
Right there.
The throw. But he had two guys right in front of him, and he got open.
Back of the end zone. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Best throw and catch in NFL history.
Yeah, because there's no way that I would think that Colston Loveland would be able to make that catch.
Oh. Oh. Touche.
Hey.
Hey.
I really don't feel like picking a fight tonight, so.
You know what, though? Colston might not have been as open because defenses would have known and saw the trend. See, that's what Cole Kmet, he's sneaky because defenses probably don't really respect his route running and pass catching too much. Mm-hmm. So, like, they see Cole out there running a route, they probably get a little, they lack in their coverage. It's Cole Kmet. He ain't getting the fucking ball. Bam! Touchdown. Now what? I guess Cole Kmet does get the ball.
I guess.
Look at Big Mike.
Damn, Wedge. Yeah, Cole's bag's packed already, man.
Packed, baby. You had that fucking ticket printed up, ready to go.
Cole, get in here for a second. Bring your playbook.
Bring your playbook.
Okay, I guess I'm the crazy one, man. I don't know. The one thing that would make me nervous is Max's injury history. Absolutely.
Yes. That's my only gripe with the move. Would be like, well, Cole plays all 17 games. And Max, well, he'll miss a couple.
The thing, though, is, man, we're going to draft a tight end every freaking year. I mean, under Ben Johnson, we're getting another one.
That's fair.
I mean, as history shows, we draft one every year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't rely on polls drafting a D-Ed because we didn't see that last year either.
Okay, so also fair.
I don't know. Like I said, I started drinking before the show. Guess I don't know anything tonight. I'll just read these comments and we'll just move on. Well, if you have an edge that sucks, then yes, learn. But if you have a difference maker, you make that trade. Thank you, Toast. My defensive guy is showing up. Got my back. Woo. So I'll let you take these over. I'm just going to go to my corner and start sulking.
See, who made that fucking comment? A show divided. Who derailed this whole show?
Yeah.
Who was that up there? Do I gotta scroll back up there? Who made the damn comment?
Let's see. I'm looking for it too, man. So.
Steve, of course.
AKA Vinny. Vinny.
Of course it was.
He just lights the fuse and runs away, man.
Just like that, yeah. Want to see me start a bear civil war real quick?
I know this Larry guy's hanging around here. Let's start the pot.
Coach Chad, the Lone Star Jag. How you doing, sir? Thanks for joining. There are other ways to gain a personnel advantage. 21 personnel's greater than 13. Boom. He's making a good case for this because he's been studying Duval's playbook.
Duval.
Thanks for joining us, Coach. Good to see you. Lawrence says, I didn't make the catch, shithead. Oh, I didn't say make the catch, shithead. I said get open after a 7-second scramble. Learn.
Revved up, man. I love it.
That's a pretty big one thing. And we're already paying way too much on defense. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
What do we got? The third highest paid defense?
Yeah, for the 28th ranked defense. Not good, by the way.
No.
It's not good when it's that lopsided.
No. Let's see. Trade them when you have 3 others then. How are we going to play 13? Well, that was what I was saying, Learn. I was saying that is, right, because Cole's a huge part of that 13 personnel. If you get rid of them, we do have Hayden Large you could put in there, but we don't know how he's going to do. Is he going to do, at least with Cole, we know what we're going to get. The dude can do everything. He blocks super well. I like Cole's hands. Cole's got great fucking hands. And yeah, and he's Mr. Professional. He's always in the right place. He always makes the catch. That's what Cole does.
You still have Steven Carlson and Hayden Large, and don't forget about Kadir Ishmael. He's part of, the Rocket Ishmael family.
That's right. And Jabri, don't forget about Jabri.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steve, it was me.
That Big Mike. Fucking Finney.
Fucking Finney, man. Yeah. Call Ben and tell him that Chad. Oh, tell Ben that Chad. Got it. But so far, he seems to get it. Put Komet at fullback. He lines up at fullback.
See? Toast is with me here, man. It's
Bears,
me and Toast versus you and Learn, I guess.
I guess that's how this has got to be tonight.
Like Learn says in this next comment, man. Ezra.
And there we go.
Very reasonable tonight. You're right.
Mr. Professional. Cold hit home run.
That's my guy.
Okay, we got Mike. We got Mike too. Chad says, whose tight end room is full right now that a day 3 trade could happen?
Maybe I have Chad on my side too. I don't know.
It sounds like it. It's so, and I get the argument because we don't have an edge rusher, not a prolific one. We got a guy where, and I'm talking about Montez Sweat, where reporters are asking Ben, they literally said this. Do you think Montez Sweat's a guy that can carry the defense? Like what? No, actually, no, he's not. It's going to have to be all 11 motherfuckers working together, getting the job done, because we don't have a game record like a Max Crosby. We don't have one, and I guess that's just the way it's going to be. The argument is moot anyways. It's not going to happen. They're not trading for Max. I don't care if it's before the trade deadline or not. We don't have the money or the capital. Not the capital I'd be willing to give up for him, that the Raiders are most definitely going to want. So it's just not going to happen.
That's why I'm saying a player for a player, man. That would be a good deal. No draft capital getting given up. Learned saying, accusing Chad of drinking with me before the show. Sorry, Chad. You have now been dragged into this as well.
So Chad's a little hammered too?
Yeah. Can we keep in mind Sweat had zero help before the injuries? He will be harder to block this year with the rest of the line healthy and upgrades in the middle. I agree with that, Learn. I agree. I think the defensive line, and you missed it earlier when we were talking about that in all seriousness here. The interior of this line I think is going to be one of those positions at the end of the year where we look at it like, oh, wow, I was not expecting that from the interior of this line. The run defense looks 1,000 times better, even in that first preseason game, than it did. Vandenberg, complete upgrade from Billings. Geez, anybody. Gilmore, complete upgrade from Billings. Right? So I think that's going to be one of those position groups that the sum of the whole is stronger than the parts, right? Or however that goes. I don't know.
They'll be better altogether because the unit has been upgraded in the middle. That should help out the edges.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, I mean, don't you think that Sweat would get maybe a few more sacks if Crosby's out there too? Sweat's not getting chipped all the time. No, he's one-on-one versus Crosby, who's probably getting all the extra help.
Wedge, we were just done
sorry,
with it.
Man. I'm sorry.
We were moving past that. Now we're back in it again. Because, yes, if we had Max Crosby and it didn't cost us Cole Kmet, let's live in a perfect utopia for a second.
Okay.
I don't know. We traded
Dio Dingbo. How about that?
perfect. Okay, the Raiders were also drinking, and they decided that they would take Dio Dengbo
Yes.
for Max Crosby. Okay,
straight up, baby.
So having Max Crosby, Montez Sweat's gonna have like 16 sacks.
Yeah,
because 3 offensive linemen are gonna be on Max Crosby at all times. So yes.
Perfect.
Look at Learn said it too. Look, see, you just Wedge, you couldn't let it go. I was paving over nice and smooth, paving it over, and you stepped all on the wet pavement, bringing back the damn Crosby thing again. Toast says Sweat already carried the D when he got traded to the Bears. He's done. Yeah, wasn't that something, Toast? He had 6 sacks with Washington. We trade for him. He comes with us. Bam, 6 sacks with us. He was carrying our defense. Huge part of it. He was a disruptor, getting his sacks. He was just playing out of his mind. And we never saw that version of him ever again.
Yeah. It just... I don't know.
Let's see. Are the Bears in a Super Bowl window? If yes, and that is my answer, you make the deal for Crosby and maneuver 27 and 28 drafts. Hammered. Maybe a case of shine.
A shiner.
Shiner.
Okay. Damn it, Chad. How dare you?
Because, Chad watches the show, and he's heard us say before that we believe that the Bears are in a Super Bowl window. Mm-hmm. And he's making the case that if you are in a Super Bowl window, then you go and make a move like that. But then it's going to cost our tight end room, though, Chad. Oh, then maybe the window shuts a little bit more.
It's only going to cost us Dio, bro. We already figured this out.
I did. Right. The Cole Kmet's off the trade block.
Yeah, no. I guess we're keeping them.
It's Dio or nothing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, Jalen. How about a Jalen for Max Crosby, player for player? Even though our secondary's fucking not in good shape right now.
Boy, that would be a tough one, huh? Maybe. It depends on how Tyreek's playing and if, like you said, if Terrell Smith. I thought we were trying to get off of this. Let's revisit this later.
Well,
mid-season at the trade deadline, huh?
There we go. Week 7. We'll bring this back up again. Big Mike says, yeah. Ben's done the math, and offense wins. Chicago better get used to this concept. So this is what we're going to do. Create has been famous for saying this on the show. Create, shout out to Create. The best defense is a great offense.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just going to be the strategy we're going to be playing until they can get that defense sorted out. We're going to put up so many points and jump out ahead of our opponents that it's going to be easier on our defense because we know that they're going to be throwing the ball because they have to. If they want to keep up with the track meet, their whole game plan is going to change. They're not even going to have a run game. Our defensive line can pin their ears back, go after the quarterback, and drop guys back into coverage because we know that's what they're going to do because it's 21-3 right now, and it's the middle of the second quarter.
Yep. And that motivated Dio Dengbo is going to find him a couple sacks. 100%.
Right?
I wouldn't want anybody else to go after the passer in those scenarios. That's for sure. Dio and Sweat. My guys.
Oh, go ahead. Take that one. Steve.
Yeah, let's talk about Steve. I'm still drunk, man. Let's talk about Steve. Honest question. You guys want to see teams in the NFL overseas like expansion teams?
No.
Agreed, man.
No.
And maybe Chad can speak to this even more. Like, if I was repping a team that is forced to play more home games in London, like the Jags, like I would be pissed off, especially as a fan.
Yeah.
I've gone on and said it. We remember when we were watching that stadium video, you and I, after a thing where Jacksonville's getting an upgrade.
Yeah.
Are they going to have to spend a whole season where their home games are in London? I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL tries that as, a temporary solution with them not having a home. No. And that sickens me, man.
Yeah, it's the stupidest idea. It boils down to greed, and I get it. Capitalism. I'm a fan, but that is the stupid. You want to do expansion teams? Make them in the United States.
Yeah.
If you want to incorporate other countries, have like a NFL Europe, and then you start like with 8 franchises with European money, starting their own franchises, and then if those teams get any good, the championship winners of their league play the championship winners of our league, and it's like the mega Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Something like
Super
that.
duper bowl, huh?
But an NFL team or an expansion or whatever is going to be involved in what is currently a 32-team league right now overseas. No, that's a big no for me.
Yeah, imagine if you're that team or you're the other teams in that team's division. So now you got to go to London once a year.
Yeah.
At this point,
they're going to rename it the AFC Europe.
Yeah. I just.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Learn's final on this. Dio's a Bear. Crosby is a Raider. Hail Dio. Fuck Crosby. Case closed.
Ba-bam.
Yeah. Toast, I'll agree. We're not going to get Max. I heard he's going to Baltimore.
Baltimore broke off Hendrickson. So they're done too.
So Slimbo's coming. Of course, Slimbo's coming out with the sacks. So learn. Here you go. Sweat 28 sacks in the last 3 seasons. Max has only had 32 sacks in the last 3 seasons. So according to my math, that's 4 more sacks for Crosby. Or should I phrase it, only 4 more sacks for Crosby. I really want to make a comment on this, but I'm not going to. For the sake of keeping the pace.
We're moving past this.
Great point, Slim. How about that, Raider Lever Wet? You're right. He's only got 4 more sacks. You're right. So,
here too.
Just a thought. Why would the Raiders trade for Kmet when they have Bowers and Mayer?
Because they want the best. They want the best tight end room in the NFL, like the Bears have. Mm-hmm. They want what we have.
And to which Learn retorts, Chad, that's why shitty teams that only have the chance to win 1 Super Bowl have to sell out. When you have the coach and the QB, your window is 10 years, cowboy. You build the team through the draft. Like they have been, and then you build a dynasty. 100%, Mike. Amen, Ezra. Talking sense like a Bears fan or something. This is amazing.
This is amazing.
If it's 21-3, that means we have a defense. I don't see that happening. Okay. Toast. I love you, buddy. Chad, in my opinion, if expansion happens outside the U.S., it'll be in the Western Hemisphere like Mexico, Brazil, or Canada. I agree with this. Could they get away with Mexico? I think so.
Sure.
That's close enough. Do you relocate like a Cardinals to Mexico or one of the California teams? I could see something like that happening.
The Tijuana Cardinals.
And they just, the Tijuana strippers, they have little pole dancers on their helmets. That'd be great.
Aw. The Monterey Burros. Little donkeys on their helmets. That's great.
So Slimbo, Caleb, 5K total yards, 40 touchdowns. Monangai and Swift going for 2K.
Okay, there we go.
Bears get 50 sacks, 25 picks, 10 fumble recoveries. Offense averages 32 points per game. Defense only allows 18 points per game this year. So all those stats, and we're still not going to give them the scoring title. I would think that, 5K, 40 total TDs.
Yeah, we got to be averaging 35, 37 points.
60 TDs between passing and rushing right there. 60 times 6 times 6. What? 360? So that's a lot of touchdowns, Rain.
Mm-hmm.
40, 60. Yeah, 40 touchdowns. On offense, 20 rushing. I don't feel like doing that math, but that would be I would feel very good. We would be most likely Super Bowl bound with those type of stats from this offense.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the games this preseason, Bears scoring 30-plus points and opponents being held under 20.
Indeed.
Because Kmet is the greatest tight end in NFL history. Solid prediction, Slim. You got a new fan to learn here. 38 would be the new high for the all-time scoring offense. What a great exercise.
Yeah, huh? We got in the weeds there a little bit.
A little bit. But we'll try to bring this thing back on track here.
The Mexico Stadium's going to be like the end of From the Dusk Till Dawn. Is Salma Hayek there? Please.
Yeah.
I'm going to the vampire den.
I'll take my chances.
Lauren says, Komet may be the greatest competitive athlete in sports history. Any sport, any era. Cole Kmet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard once that Cole Kmet beat Michael Jordan and came a one-on-one recently too. So unnamed source, so I cannot confirm nor deny.
We don't reveal our sources here.
Mm-hmm.
Chad says, build through the draft is one way, like Green Bay, or you pull the trigger and not be a pussy like the Rams. How many Super Bowls do each have the last 10 years? Your Honor, I rest my case. So you're saying don't spend like crazy in the NFL? Just keep plugging along and build through the draft.
So I think what he's saying is that if you pull the trigger like the Rams have and say F them picks, the Rams have had more Super Bowls in the last 10 years than Green Bay. So.
Because the Rams didn't make it to the Super Bowl this last season, but they did win. A year before that?
Year, maybe two. Yeah. Geez, I almost called him Sam Darnold, but Aaron Darnold last year.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was still with Stafford. So, Big Mike. I apologize, other than the great number 23.
And what Toast says here, too, Learn. I think maybe you forgot about Ditka.
Yeah.
Okay, so Komet's going to have to sit at tree. I'm sorry. Learn says that's not funny when you bring MJ into it. You're about to cross the line. Big Baller, 4th and 5 from their own 32. With 5:19 left in the second quarter, Ben went for it. Was part of that great game against the Packers.
Yeah. When our coach walks out onto the field, you definitely hear the clanging of those suckers just following along, man.
All right, boys, we're going to change directions here. We're going to talk about Kyler Gordon. You guys ready for this?
What a great segue. Our boy Kyler Gordon. But you know what? We're not the experts on Kyler Gordon, are we?
Don't take it from us. Right, Wedge?
No. So let's take a listen to what the coach has to say about one Kyler Gordon. Big Mike, this is for you and Timu Spider-Man. So here we go. So Kyler Gordon having a few issues trying to get onto the field, right? So, like we said, coach was asked about him. So let's take a listen here. Okay. All right, coach. What do you have to say about Kyler here?
Start building that confidence back up again.
And can you provide any more update on Kyler Gordon? We've pretty much gotten a non-update.
Yeah, there's nothing to add right now. Yep.
Have any interaction with him or see?
Yeah, I see him in the building. Yep.
You feel like he is progressing?
Yep. There's a plan, and he's working towards that plan.
What does he do right now?
He's rehabbing.
And I know when you guys do these joint practices, the coach.
So, my favorite is, I'm sure everybody here's seen Office Space. What would you say he does around here? he's rehabbing. Woo!
Oh, okay. Just the rosiness in Coach's cheeks just makes me think that, he's feeling pretty warm and fuzzy about Kyler Gordon right now.
Yeah. He's had it up to here with Kyler Gordon questions.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm telling you, somebody's getting fucking their press pass taken away or something.
Yeah.
A 14-day suspension from Hallis Hall. Something's going to happen.
Ben's coming over that podium swinging for sure.
Yes.
Dude, chick, doesn't matter. They're catching one.
Yeah. Ben will throw hands.
So, all right, man. Let's throw it out on the table. I know Kyler Gordon is a Bear, but at the same point in time, man, let me just throw this out there. Kyler got his bag. We see him rehabbing and doing all this stuff, pushing weights around, doing resistant training, looking like he would be able to go out there and at least run around, right?
Yeah.
But this guy refuses to go out onto the field. We talked about it before. Is it a mental thing? Is it Kyler got a bag and he doesn't want to go out and pour the same sweat and the same mud with his boys? Is it that? I don't know, man.
I get, with all the questions swirling around, you're leaving it to the Everything Bear Show to fill in the blanks.
Mm-hmm.
So and you're safe to assume any one of those as long as they're reasonable. And that sounds reasonable, Wedge. It's not like it's a new thing that a football player gets paid and then all of a sudden doesn't care about football anymore. Actually, it's quite common. I was being sarcastic when I said that. And yeah, I think there could be a couple other things too. I think because he went through hell last OTAs and last spring training, he was like, you're not going to get me twice because I know about those padded practices and I want no part of that. I make too much money. Okay.
So he's a diva nickelback? Is that?
There's a diva element involved. Yes, Wedge.
Yes. Okay.
Also, and let me fill in some more blanks here. Maybe he doesn't like playing nickelback. Maybe he thinks he should be playing on the outside. Because nickel is very physically demanding and he keeps getting fucking hurt and he doesn't want to play nickel anymore. So they're like, no, bitch, we paid you to be a nickel. You're the highest paid nickel in the league. You're playing nickelback. And so they're like at a standoff. Meanwhile, they're telling us he's rehabbing because they don't want to tell you that inside the building they're having a rift on his usage on the field and how they're deploying him.
Yeah, but what made him his money? It wasn't necessarily his coverage skills, though they were well above average for a nickel. that kind of get you seen. It was him blitzing off of the short edge, doing all the Spider-Man flips and his web slinging and everything like that, man.
Yeah.
That's all fine, great, and dandy. And learn, to your point, I hope you're right. Kyler Gordon is going to start for the Super Bowl championship Chicago Bears this year and be a part of the repeat the year they shut Soldier Field down. So it's been written.
So let it be done.
Yeah. Do you have any confidence that Kyler is going to figure out how to get back? If he does come back week 1, doesn't that just confirm what we've been thinking?
So, yes. And if I had to put $5 on it, I bet you he does. I bet you miraculously he's ready to go week 1. But then but there's an element of like shit gets scrambled here, because I do think that he would totally do that. Just bypass all. He thinks he's a vet. He's too good for training camp. That's what this is. And he's ready week 1. Poles and Ben have both said, oh no, when he comes back, he's 3rd on the depth chart. So granted, let's say he comes back week 1 against the Panthers. He's going to be 3rd. He's going to be dressed, but with no helmet on, standing on the sidelines.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a serious question here, man. You're athletic, come from a sports background. If you had a teammate that seems to carry themselves as if they're bigger than the team, would you not go up and say something to this guy? Would you not, kind of give them read them the riot act type of thing? I know if that was one of my teammates, I would not fucking put up with it. Like, yo, man, you're riding our fucking coattails at this point. You're not out there fucking earning it like the rest of us.
Right.
It just wouldn't sit well with me as a competitor and everything else. And I get it, man. None of these players are going to come out and say that, right? Because, I got to stick up for my boy and I believe in him and everything else. And then, quite honestly, they would get roasted in the media for it. Mm-hmm. But at some point behind closed doors, I'm fucking saying something to the kid. Mm-hmm. That's just me.
And I think maybe it's been done. I mean, when Jalen Johnson had his press conference, he was asked about it, and he said he has talked to him. And they were like, well, what'd you tell him? Well, I told him, like, you got to take care of yourself physically and mentally. So that right there, you're kind of already told him, like, you got to get your head in the right place, man. Your head's not in the right place right now.
It doesn't seem like it's a team focus. It sounds like it's a me focus. Like, I'm better than this training camp. I'm better than having to do this and that. And that's
correct. That's the wrong attitude to have.
Yeah.
I'm too good for these padded practices. I'm not participating.
Mm-hmm. And with this regime, they will not put up with that. And that, if you want to read between the lines on how Ben answers these questions, that is what I'm starting to read. Right? Like you said, if somebody doesn't come out and say it, the Everything Bear Show will come up with the reason, and we'll fill in the blanks for people. We may be right, we may be wrong, but like Big Mike said, they keep saying this isn't Nate Davis, but it kind of feels like Nate Davis.
A little bit.
Too good for preseason.
A little bit like Nate Davis.
And if he shows up week 1 and looks like ass because he hasn't had any fucking padded practices, watch out.
Watch out.
Because the Everything Bear Show will put him on blast.
Absolutely.
Just let you guys know.
The whole landscape of bear fandom will absolutely be pointing that out.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder why you look like shit on Sunday. Oh, is it because you didn't participate in jack shit all off season? Mm-hmm. Maybe that was it. Mr. I'm too good.
Yeah, your calf strain took longer to the heal than a fucking torn patellar tendon that our left tackle had. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
Ben Johnson feels about Kyler Gordon what I feel about the Bears Stadium talk.
Just done, huh?
done. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. I don't give a shit if we build a stadium or not. And that's Ben, I think, with Kyler Gordon. I don't give a shit if he plays football this year or not. I do give one shit.
Literally, that's Chad said, Office Space is a great movie, man. Just don't take Ben Stabler. He looks pissed that he had to answer those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he doesn't have answers. I mean, think about the position he's in. He doesn't have answers. This guy is maniacal, and he wants to have all of the answers. But when it comes to one of his star players on defense, he has no answer. It's not a good look, man, and it doesn't sit well with him. He's pissed about it, and his face don't hide that.
No, not at all. Toast, Coach, what can you tell us about Gordon? Coach's answer, next question.
Yeah.
What he wants to say is, the dude is fucking healthy to get out there. He just doesn't want to. That's what he wants to say.
Yeah.
That's
going to be Ben's answer, just for the record. So Toast nailed it here. The very next time somebody's asked about it, he's going to go, next question.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is a good point, Baller. When in the past, when I've gone on my tangents about Kyler and the shit that I've talked about him, it isn't because I don't like the guy. It's because I do like the guy and what he adds to this defense. And the fact that he's not participating and being involved, that's where the aggravation starts to really settle in.
Mm-hmm. So Learn's got a different spin on it, man. He'll stand on the sidelines for like 6 plays, and then they're going to have to get him in there. He says that's not what's happening, Wedge. The dude's been hurt. I love Ben Johnson, but he's a fucking maniac and thinks Gordon is faking. This dude is a fucking winner, man. He's a stud. He's just had some bad luck.
No. Look at Learn. Kyler Gordon is Ricky Bobby in the wheelchair scene. Okay? Where, the team, the race team manager and his race mate go into the hospital and they're like, hey, man, is Ricky okay? And the doctor's like, yeah, he's fine. He can walk just fine. He just, and then when they tell him, like, no, Ricky, you can walk. You sick sons of bitches. I hope one day you have 2 beautiful, articulate sons. And he's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. And they're like, don't you do it, Ricky. Don't you do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. And they're like, fine, do it. Bam. Yeah. And that's Kyler Gordon right now. He thinks he's paralyzed. And the doctors probably, because the coaches know. Ben knows. He's talked to the medical team. And they're like, yeah, look, all the x-rays and blood work and scans, they all came back negative. He's fine.
Mm-hmm. It might all be between the ears. Listen to Dennis Allen's interview. He's much softer on Gordon.
Wedge and I said this before the show today. I said, yeah, if you watch DA's when he's asked about it, he's, way softer. He's like, yeah, well, hey, look, when he comes back, we'll love to get him back on the field and put him back in there with the defense. And I'm like, yeah, that's a totally different energy and vibe than Poles and Ben.
Yeah.
But he's got to work more closely with them, so I get it.
100%. Right. And I'm sure DA at this point, too, he doesn't want to fly off of the handle. Somebody's got to be in the kid's corner if he's going to make it back, especially if it's a mental thing, which I don't know.
We were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt for the longest time here on the Everything Bear show. We were thinking that, again, when athletes in any sport suffers an injury and they come back to health, they're a little skittish. They're a little scared to give 100% because they don't want to re-injure themselves. It's probably a huge wall of fear and a lack of confidence, and so they have to work through it. And maybe Kyler's not doing the work. Maybe he's not doing the work to try to get through it. But I'm not fully believing that either because I follow the guy's YouTube channel. And if you see his workouts that he posts on YouTube, He is giving, dude, he's a maniac. He's given 110% in these workouts. He just don't want to play. He don't want to play tackle.
I that's what I don't get, man. Right? We've seen him pushing the sled with the weights. We've seen him doing all the rehab stuff. We've seen him out there signing autographs and telling kids that he's planning on being back next week. Well, that was a week ago, week and a half ago now.
It's over a week now, yeah.
Right? So it's like, okay, like what is going on here? What is going on? And unfortunately, it's left open to interpretation, and that's how we're interpreting it, man. Like,
yeah.
You know, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, damn it, sometimes it could be a turtle. I get it, but most of the time it's a freaking duck.
Yes. I'm sick of Kyler. We should be looking into trading him. The problem, True, is we're stuck with him.
Yeah.
At least through this season. And even next season, it's still a pretty good cap hit next season. But this season, yeah, no, we're stuck with him, man.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm so like passionate about this, because like you said, as like when he's out there, he makes a difference. This defense looks completely different with him out there.
Yeah,
and it just sucks that we gotta sit there and wonder if or when he's coming back, or when he comes back, if he's gonna hurt his foot in, you know, warm ups or what. It just,
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just it's always something with him lately.
Baller says Goodell wants teams overseas. Trade him to China.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was made. No, just kidding. Yeah, Goodell and the NFL putting teams overseas. We talked about it already.
What's up,
Stu Dog? What's up? Thanks for making it. Let's see. Learn says, what did Dennis Allen say when they asked him if he thinks Gordon has done everything he can to get back on the field? He said, yes, that's his coach. Ben is awesome, but he's a maniac. The dude is hurt. Well, he's aggravated, man. He knows what, it's the same thing that we're all bitching about here. He knows what Kyler Gordon is, and he doesn't do the team any good if he isn't out on the fucking grass. And so Ben doesn't, right? You said it. He's a maniac. He doesn't have patience.
Mm-hmm.
He wants him out on the fucking field. Again, he's probably, with no proof, I have no proof, but other than getting to know Ben now over all this time covering the team since Ben's been the coach, Ben knows. Ben's just not sitting in his office not asking questions about Kyler Gordon's status. He's talked to the trainers. He's talked to the doctors. And if he was genuinely hurt, if the doctors were like, no, man, we did the scans and the kid still got kind of fucked up, he wouldn't be this pissed. He wouldn't. The only thing that would trigger him to be this pissed is if he was told, no, the kid's ready to go. I don't know what's holding him back. All his scans and x-rays and everything came back negative. We don't understand. Then that's why Ben's pissed. That's what that's telling us.
Yeah.
If they package Kyler in a deal for Crosby, Stu Dog, I know you're a little late. We had a big Civil War fight that you missed over this topic with Crosby. We've moved on, Stu. But this could be a deal. We didn't talk about this.
You're right.
So Stu Dog brings another angle to the Crosby war. Stu, I hope you're happy because the chat is about to explode again. So you better stick around and handle business, okay? Back up these claims.
Yes.
State your case. But maybe not a bad thing. But we're going to be eating his salary this year, though. Say we do that trade. Like, we're still eating the money. It's still bad. We saved the money by just keeping him on the sideline. But I could get the hell out of town, Kyler. Beat it.
Yeah.
Every pick I see of Kyler, he's alone. Like, where the boys at? Oh, they're on the field. Yeah, that's what I was hoping what would happen. Like, so they do their practices. Now they're all in the cafeteria, and they get their little plate trays of food, and Kyler's like, can I sit here? And they're like, no. They scoot over. There's no room. Can't sit here. Okay. No. He goes over by maybe the wide receivers because his DB room told him to kick rocks. Hey, can I come sit with you guys? No. So he's sitting in the corner of the cafeteria on the floor eating by himself. Mm-hmm. My God.
Like you didn't want to be with us before? Why now? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, Wedge, you said it best. I mean, like, we've been out here kicking each other's asses to pieces while you're in the air-conditioned training room getting another rub down. Like, nah, dog, we ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't built the same, homie. You go out there and bleed and bleed and sweat a little bit first. See, Stu Dog says, watch Kyler be ready right before the season, but if and when he comes back, he better stay healthy. Yeah. Yes. Gordon got hurt by the fire hose, my sources told me. By the fire hose?
Drinking too much out of it, maybe.
Oh. Learn says, it's not a duck. It's not a turtle. It's a fucking bear, and I love him. Well, then you should be upset, too.
What?
I love him, too. I said that last show. The whole reason I'm upset is not because I don't like the guy. It's because I fucking love him. He's great. He's such a dynamic player. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt for the longest time, thinking like, well, it must be the calf or whatever. It's still bothering him. What do you want to do? But when I see Ben's face, that tells me now I need to shift my energy and keep pace with Ben.
Yeah.
Because if Ben's pissed about it, then that means he knows something that they're not telling us. And it isn't good. Because like I said, if Ben got reports from the training team and they were like, nah, man, the kid's he's still healing. He ain't 100%. Ben wouldn't be mad answering the questions.
Yeah.
He would tell us. He'd be like, yeah, he's just not quite there yet. The kid's still got a little bit of, and he wouldn't care. But to see the look on his face of him getting pissed off, it ain't because the kid ain't fucking healed up. It's because the kid is ready to go. And there's something up here holding him back. Which, to be fair, because I am an advocate for men's mental health, okay, because men, it's a real issue. We carry a lot on our shoulders that we stay quiet about. Men, we have tendencies to be the strong, silent types. And we will suffer alone. We don't put it out there and tell our wives, oh, I had a bad day. We don't do that. We could have came home from work with the shittiest day we've ever had. And how was work? And we'd go, it was all right.
It was fine.
What's for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't talk about it. So I get it. Mental health, men's mental health is a very important thing for me. So him going through something, it is something, but you're a millionaire and you have the Bears organization with every resource possible. Go do the work, man. Get through it. If you're getting tripped up because you're scared to get in full contact practices because you might re-injure yourself, that's a hurdle you're going to have to get over mentally.
Yeah.
So do it. And I think he's not doing it. And I think that's where Ben's getting all pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Like anything, man, if it is a mental thing, you go out, you do a practice, participate, run drills on air. You make it through one day, you go out, you bang around a little bit the next day, and you start stacking wins. You build that confidence. But you can't stack wins if you're not even willing to go out there and start at square one, man.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
period.
We're seeing it with Ozzy, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I hate to bring this comparison up again, but why do you think we see it with Ozzy? He's a young kid. He's a rookie.
Is
it because he's playing for another contract and he hasn't gotten paid yet?
Ooh.
And food for thought.
A little bit, huh? Because I did consider that. Well, why is Ozzy so eager to come back? I understand I guess medical science is way advanced than the 20-year data we have on patellar tears. But the kid coming back, he's working out, he's doing the drills, he's doing all the things because mentally he's not. Yeah. Maybe he did the work.
He's still hungry, and I'm not saying for a cheeseburger,
right? Because that too. But he wants a contract. But I just think too, he's so young. Like you remember being 22 years old. You throw caution to the wind. Yeah. Fuck it. If I tear it again, oh well, whatever. Mm-hmm. And the kid probably has a bit of that mentality of like, whatever, I'm going to lay it all out there. Mm-hmm. Stu says, I saw some Kyler workout videos before mini training camp, and he looked determined and hitting it hard. Really sucks he isn't one of those that never really gets hurt guys. Yeah. But those are the videos I was talking about.
Yeah, kind of reinforces the point here. It's a head scratcher, man. And, like you alluded to, I think at this point it's mental with Kyler. I think what we need to do is fly Learn out there and then have him sit him down and have a little chat with them. Like, listen, bro. It's something, right? Learn.
Give us a pep talk. Learn.
Yeah.
What would you tell Kyler?
Yeah.
Learn says there's a chance my past trauma as a Bears fan may make me a little adverse to Bears criticism, but it's still right. Oh, Stu, it's like my fault. No worries, man. Yeah. No worries. What about Max? Did we get him? Toast? You've been here the whole time. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's poking the bear, man.
Oh, yeah. See? He's like, yeah. Yeah, exactly like in Forrest Gump. That's what that is. Kyler is Forrest Gump looking for a seat on the bus. Can't sit here.
Mm-hmm.
Learn says it's jumping to huge conclusions thinking we know what to guess Ben is angry about. He's like a 36-year-old Belichick. He runs 12 degrees hotter than a human.
True.
Well, I like to think that Ben and I actually have like a kindred spirit. Ben Johnson's my spirit animal. So when I see how he's reacting, because again, we watch all the pressers. We're the Everything Bear show. Our heads are so far up the Bears organization's ass that you try to consume as much as you can, especially when the coach speaks. Speaking of coach speak, it's a segment we like to do every Wednesday night during the season where it's what we do. It's part of the shtick, Learn. It's jumping to conclusions. We watch the press conference, but we pause him after he gives his answer, and then we tell you what he really was trying to say. That's why we call it coach speak, because all coaches are good at it. They give you this general coach thing, where they give you all the cliches and all the coach talk, but they can't really say, yeah, this asshole's getting on my nerves because of X, Y, and Z, whatever the story may ask for. So,
all right, Stu, I gotta ask you, man, do you go back and read all the comments when you join? Because he's touching a bunch of like previous stuff that we hit on, just not even talking about Kyler, like the Max thing. Now we're talking about Coke. Someone in the ESPN 1000 chat said that they heard Kyler is a cokehead. He didn't go to Penn State, right? Like Kyler came from somewhere else, pretty sure.
Washington.
Yes, I brushed it off. But what if Kyler is battling an addiction and trying to get better before the season? Just a thought. Whoa.
Well, then he would have failed a substance abuse policy, and then we would have heard about it. I don't think that's something you could just sweep under the rug. When somebody violates or fails a drug test, I'm sorry, it's made public.
Yeah,
it's made public.
Okay. So Ozzy has a freak of nature healing session, and now people are supposed to all heal like angels touch them?
Yes.
If he's got him in their corner, he can loan him out to Kyler. That's for damn sure. But Stu's got a different thing here.
And they're two very different injuries, though. Ozzy's patellar tear and Kyler's calf. I mean, if you watch sports long enough, you know one healing process is easier than the other. There's no way a calf injury is holding Kyler back this long. There's no way. Unless he's literally re-aggravating it every time he gets up to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Which could happen. I don't know. Bring up a point. Learn, you bring up a point.
So Stu's going the opposite way. Instead of angels, he's going a little bit darker on this.
Okay.
Ozzy channeled Ozzy in the dark arts of magic. Ozzy is now in God mode.
I would say, because did anybody have this on their bingo card?
No.
Ozzy coming back for week 1 or possibly coming back this season at all? Nobody had this on their bingo card.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be onto something, Stu.
So picture this. Kyler's sitting on the training table. You know, the light shining in from the hallway. The room is dark. And all of a sudden, there is a shadow standing in the doorway. And as that shadow comes into light, it's Lern walking up to Kyler. Reaches out his hand and puts it on Kyler's shoulder. Says, Kyler, you're a stud. A total stud. We can't wait to see the Spidey. Bear down, brother. And then magically, Kyler rises up off of that training table, gives the calf 1 or 2 good flexes, and he says, damn it, Lern. I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm back.
I'm back.
And just like that, Lern brought Kyler back to the field. Super Bowl, here we go. They should give Lern one of the rings when they do the ring ceremony.
Absolutely. But like the upgraded version that like the cheerleaders get, I don't want Lern to get gypped. You know, sometimes they make them smaller for like the support staff. No, not Lern. He gets the full-blown one.
The huge one, yes.
Yes.
With the moving parts and shit. Did you see that with the Seahawks?
Yeah. Crazy, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very. His coach said he did everything he could to be on the field, but we don't believe him. We assume he's lying to protect his ego. And then the relationship? I don't know. That's what we get to do, man. It's the beauty of this. We get to speculate.
Yes.
So at some point you made a great point, Ez. So
thank you, Stu. Thank you.
No Gordon, no excuses. The Bears that take the field need to man up. Bottom line.
Yeah. So that's and that's where I'm at as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already in my mind assuming we're going to go this whole season without Kyler Gordon. So the next guys, that's why we're paying so much attention to Malik Muhammad, Beanie Bishop, all these backup guys. Tyreek Stevenson, when are you coming back? Jalen's 100%. That's fantastic. We're going to focus on the guys who are playing football this year. Kyler, you know, if he comes back, great. That's just a bonus. But until then, I'm not really going to worry about it too much.
It kind of seems like that's the route that the Bears are taking with this, isn't it? Like they're like, yeah, okay, if he's there, great. If not, like everybody was saying, next man up.
Right.
Did somebody say Coke? Sincerely, the Dave Chappelle show. Just make Kyler watch The Water Boy over and over, and that will build his confidence up. Mama said that I could go sack the quarterback and then do Spider-Man flips.
Foosball.
I would have bet you Ozzy wouldn't have been back for week 1. However, Kobe Bryant might have been. Yeah, we got a little bit of role reversal there. So
yeah.
Hightower wants his special teamers. Don't touch my Hardy, Blackwell, and Roshan Johnson. Hey, big baller. Okay, we'll see. Great Lern. Just Bruce Kyler's shoulder, and now he's out for the
Oh, no. Lern. You touched his shoulder too hard.
Why not speculate that shit's cool and fun? And that hasn't been true much of the last 40 years. A little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, because that's what we've done for the last 40 years as Bears fans. Learn. We've already done that. Where every year it was like, this is our year. Oh my God, we got a new head coach. Oh my God, we got a new quarterback. We did that. We did all that.
Kyler needs his own Mr. Miyagi. Slap some sense into him.
There you go with the
or at least to
pow.
Yeah. Bring that cap over here, boy.
Yeah.
It's time to go kick Johnny's ass. Bears D's going to be violent, knocking people back. Whew. What a great way to wrap this thing up, man.
Absolutely, boys. It's been great. Tomorrow's going to be big news.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes on Twitter. Don't forget, if you're new, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But join that Discord, okay? If you already aren't in there, join the Discord, please. Because, again, the chat continues. So all you guys, what we're doing on Wednesdays and Sundays in the chat is going to be happening in the Discord during games.
Yeah, so, and as a reminder, boys, we are now at our in-season schedule, so we go live Sunday at 9 a.m., so make sure to join us then. We go then so that we could get our pregame show in for game day, and you guys still have plenty of time to catch the games that start at noon or whatever time the first slate starts for you guys. Did the coaches give any update on Turner? Last I heard, he is most likely going to start on the PUP. He's still trying to come back from the ACL, so no official word as of yet. So, but with that being said, if you guys have already hit the subscribe, thank you for joining us once again, boys. And Big Mike, you know how we do when we get ready to get done. Let's go.
Coffee in my hand, wind off the water, that old homestay stand. Jerseys in the driveway, grills on the line. All week long we wait for this Sunday time. Hear that crowd start rolling, feel that blue and orange pride. From the first whistle blowing, we come alive.